walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 of times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be alright. You got drive, roll your mind. 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 Seeing all the watering fill your eyes, doing things they know, talking about the same old stories they've heard about the people they think they know. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be hard. You got drive, roll your mind. You got drive, roll your mind. You got drive, roll your mind. You got
How did you like that transition? Oh my word, time to perfection, man. Been a DJ for how long? I can tell you. I can do that scratching and I can do that looping, man. Goeienaand mense, hoe gaan het? Everybody, welcome to another lekker winged session. And it's another lekker cold session, I tell you. Here, dis alweer koud hier in die Kaap. And I'm going to show you a photo of my daughter and a boyfriend who went to go and watch some, went to go and check out some snow during the week. And yeah, it is truly cold. Yannick Albertus, we have gained a new member. Thank you very much, Yannick, for showing the support. Do much appreciated. You see a countdown running over there, and that countdown is for this little monkey nut, which is going to be up for a auction. As I said, if it goes for 10, we sell it for 10. If it goes for 5, we sell it for 5. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And with this, I'll throw in a... Do it. Let's do it. Ooh. Look at them apples. Look at them apples. So this will go with Mr. Gus. There you go. Alright, so what am I vaping tonight? Quite a few things though. A lot of the buffies are what I normally have over here, but juices might differ over here. So yeah, running in the Torrent Beast on top of the Ages Legend, I am, believe it or not, running an international juice. Because every time when I watched Mark Fagan, the guy vapes this. So this is the Peanut Butter and Jam Monster Banana Edition. Nice, you get the peanut butter, but funnily enough, I have tasted better South African juices, better local juices, and this thing cost me 350 smackers. So yeah, guys, you don't have to go international. You don't have to go international. You can stick local. It's not bad. It's definitely not a bad juice. But yeah, but the banana's also got that candy edge to it though. It's not the banana which I would have wanted inside this. Not for the amount of hype which this thing has actually received. but not a bad juice, not a bad juice. I'd give it about probably say 6.8, not a 7, but yeah, high sixes, most certainly. So that is in the Torrent Beast, and then they're running inside here. It's my last bit of redwood which I've got on the Hyperion, of which I have got 7 dislikes so far. So yeah, I'm going to hit an all-time record for dislikes on this guy. I don't know why the people don't like this, but I think it's a good, well, I must say everybody which I saw review this actually thought it's a good mod. And what's strange is how the people freak out about the name. I mean, even if Lost Vape changed the name to Hyperion, I mean, now they keep on going on about Scootum because it's close to Scrotum. I mean, yeah, what? It's a flippin' name. It's not as if it's going to affect the functionality of this thing, but yeah, the people are so weird. But in any case, I wouldn't have minded if the thing was still called the Scootum. Doesn't bother me in the least. But yeah, be that as it may, I'm having fun with it. And then I have purchased myself with this peanut butter jam. I purchased myself 2 Nivox coils, and I'm running a bit of 12 milligram blimey inside the feeling. And I must say, when I took out the other coil, it was pitch black on the inside, but I probably had the other coil in there for about 2.5 months, which is not recommended. So yeah, let's quickly check over there. Jurgens says he was first. Well done, Jurgens. Nice, man. It's probably the first and the last time we will see you first inside the chat. Omnia, well, I'm here on time. Omnia, I also don't know your name though. Nice to see you. There's Arihanto. Me three. Own Comforts is over here. Good evening all. I went through my old emails and I came across one of Own Comfort's emails which he actually sent me. And I think it was a G class which he was asking advice about, because he thinks there's something maybe to do with the pH level of the paint which was used in the G class, but his paint started coming off and he was wondering, maybe there's somebody in chat who has actually done some mods over, which has done some repainting or juiced up an old mod, which can maybe in the chat come up with a very nice primer which you can put on, or something which you can use to remove the paint very nice and easily. Whatever, what materials are great for doing a mod over. So that would be awesome. Dean Snell is over here. Warren Dean is in the house. Yeah, no, Warren Dean. Tell Jurgens he's a show off. Yes, you do that. Evening, Warren. Evening. Ilandre Delport's over here. Good evening, boys and girls. I'm also going to show you 2 photos which has been sent to me. The one is of Steve and the other one is of AKS. AKS like kwaad hoor. He looks like a guy you don't want to piss off. You're going to see now. I think his wife took the photo when he was angry at somebody. You'll see. But anyways, those snaps I will show you later as well. So welcome Ilandre. Morne Phillies goeienaand al die Vapetonians en die res. Pierre de Kok sê naand almal. En waar is ons nou? Pierre Smit, hier's 'n Pierre Smit ook. Yes, maar die manne groei, né? Well, there you go. Jo, hier die manne al weer op hier ouens. Remember this thing's got a nice revamped drip tip, né? This is not, if you like RDTAs, you'll probably like this. I'm just not an RDTA fan. The problem which I find with RDTAs is I don't get the point where they saturate quick enough. And that sucks a bit. And that's the other reason why I enjoy making my juices 65, 35. Because another juice which I have been testing, which I also purchased myself, I wasn't sent as juice, is this one. Is this Liquor Shake Vanilla. Not bad. I'll give it a 7. But the whole thing is my lifelong, I've been a vanilla fan from young age. Since I made my own milkshakes with the vanilla essence which my mother purchased and had in the cupboard. That flavoring with some milk and a bit of Nesquik chocolate or whatever. Made our own milkshakes with ice cream. So I really enjoy vanilla, and I was hoping it was this nice creamy vanilla, but it's not bad. You're gonna like this. If you're gonna test it, you're gonna like it. But it's not that vanilla which I'm looking for. That smooth, buttery, awesome vanilla. But anywho. But that I'm also testing. En ja, kom ons check hier. Hey, look at that, Jannie Albertus. Kap ons maar evening KZOR 100. There you go. That's AKS. I'm going to show you what AKS looks like. AKS like kwai, like kwai. Anyways, good evening everyone in chat. Hi Henry Landsberg. Good evening there, Timothy Victor. Timothy, please let us know how more just like how Daniel is doing. I sent him 2 WhatsApp messages. Tried getting him on his phone, but he doesn't look at his phone though. So I'm getting a bit worried about him. But yeah, if you've got any updates, please inform us about Dan. Hope he's doing well. I mean, geez, like it, yeah, it's not nice. So AKS is there, Naant Ariante, Monefili, Shabir, Yusap, Hi Stu, yes, Pierre Smit. Kom ons kyk, wat gaan nie aan? How's it, Shaal? Shaal van die kerk. Shaal is nice, he fostered a few likes for me. When I went on, there were 3 people that was inside, when I set up this whole thing, 3 people, but I had about 7 likes. Which was cool. Anyways, baie dankie Shaal for always showing your loyal support and appreciation for this channel. I do like it and I do appreciate it. Dankie man. Anton Visser is here. Naam Anton, Vos Reineke. Hello Ari. By the way, Jannik Albertus, you'll see there's names scrolling at the bottom over there. Your name will definitely be there from next week. So yeah, nou that's lekker. Hey maar dis koud. Nee, dit is koud. Herman Bester sê. Nee, dit beslis. It's very cold, very cold. Alright, local is lekker. Moenie worry nie, Jurgens geen Mr. Nana is 12 out of... Yeah, Mr. Nana is way better than this banana. But yeah, but I enjoyed peanut butter. But yeah, I was hoping this is a nice combo. I personally think this is probably the 3rd one which I've tested from Jam Monster. And this is probably the one I've liked the most out of all of them. I always thought that they were a bit overrated, but I mean, that one is fine. That one is not too shabby, not too shabosis, man. And then besides this, and besides this, and besides the Hyperion, I have got this little drag, since they upgraded the drag with my K-Fun Light. So yeah, and inside there, I've actually got a juice which I do not enjoy that much. It's this thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but this is a RY4, but I have to finish it though, because I mean you pay a lot if it's 12 milligram nicotines, so you don't just want to throw it away. But yeah, it's not the best. It's as very simple as if the person just used one concentrate to make this. But yeah, that's that. So this I'm using. Very happy with the setup now. I had a problem with the previous drag because it had a cap on its chip. But this new professional edition, very much like that. Also still finishing the juice inside my Grassi. Then I'll clean this out, pack this away, and then next week this will go up as a free spin to somebody who's interested. I'm still running my V-Guard with the Torin Max on top of it for some juice testing. And that's the thing which I wanted to say about this. I ran 2 tanks of this vanilla milkshake through the Torin Beast. But I must say, it's one of those juices where 100 watts is going to do justice to the juice. So hence, I am running it on this bloke. And then I've still got this beast going over this massive steam crave combo. With caramello inside of that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not figured out the title, some of you might be cute. Let's quickly give you guys a chance. What do I mean by the title of the show? What am I implying with the title of tonight's show? Kom ons kyk wat weet julle. Wat sê julle? Alright, Henry Landsberg, moet jy worry nie. Omni agreed, Shabir says R6.14. Here Shabir, we already passed R100. You had only, remember this oukie was hand painted by my daughter and her boyfriend. This little, check it those little rings, man. Check it those little rings. Daar's hy. Like any bakgatty. But yeah, like baie cute. Alright, there's it 150, 160. Wat so, there's only 17 minutes left. Wat auction ons vanaand? Gaan maak tee, kom terug en het lyk soos 'n Shoprite special lys. Ek kan net tot R200 gaan. So R200. Shaal, jy het hierdie ouetjie nodig, hè? Nebraska checking in. Hi, there's Mr. Nebraska. Mr. Mufu to you. Mufu to you too as well. This is Gus. Gus and the new RDTA from Thunderhead Creations. That's up. Goeie manne, welcome Nebraska. Yeah, most welcome, absolutely. I do agree. Take it Arianto, it's yours. Hey, Mr. K. There's Troy Campbell. Nice, Troy Campbell. Thank you very much for joining. Somebody sent me another email to ask me whether I received a video. It was Stephen Cope. Stephen Cope sent me a video of a setup which he put together for making Clapton coils, but I can't find the video. But yeah, he sent me an email, said, I sent you a video of my Clapton coils wrapping machine I built. Hope you got it. So yeah, Stephen, if you're going to watch this, even now, afterwards, just send me that video again, and I can show you the setup which you've created, because we might have some enthusiastic coil builders inside the chat. Then they can also make a plan to make their own stuff. Yeah, it's the Artemis 1.5. The Artemis 1.5 single coil RDTA. Hy's 'n mooi mannetjie. He looks very nice. He's got everything the thing's new, man. Brand new. I haven't even built this thing yet. Daar's hy. Pitch black. Now if you're talking about a black atomizer, this thing is true black. Black as black. And then, okay, let's quickly see if you guys have got the topic. I'm not sure what's happening with the brew, Daniel. Last I heard, yeah, it's just like an intensive care. That sucks, man. Wanna giving me gas, K255, this is even all from Durban buggers. You're gonna make me go 5 bokke here tonight. Evening to all the group, evening Clint. Yeah, these guys were printed out. These two were printed out by Warren Dean. Obviously, I'm keeping that one over there. That's mine. That one which I painted myself. Hy is daar, so there's Kelvin van der Merwe. Lekker Kelvin. Kelvin, you must still get your coils over here. Your coils is waiting. Look at that. And you think I don't like white collar coils. There you go. White collar for the win, I tell you. The coils are lekker op 5 plekke. The Blue Aliens, 328-38. Oh my word. They produce what they need to produce. And that is pure pleasure. Pure pleasure. I'm going to show you the deal of the week a bit later as well, which is going to belong to Mr. Dion Dunhauser. Although Force also got a good deal. Force Reinecker also got a good deal. There's Morne Phillies coming in representing Groot. Groot with a 2 something. I didn't see over there. 285. Nee, but Disney shrieks at KZOR. Albert the Solar. Joshua, is there a KZOR Facebook group? I'm confused as to where all these members are. These members, Joshua, are all on my YouTube channel. Because on my YouTube channel, you join the membership, and then you just go to the community app. Whenever I post something, you automatically will be notified. But that is where it is happening. So now I've got a Facebook page, but not a dedicated vaping Facebook page. I post funny stuff there. I share things. I put vape stuff there, family photos, a nice recipe, a prank which I saw, maybe a nice video. So yeah, there's nothing dedicated about that. It's only the YouTube channel. Die blou paint job like goed. The paint job is very good. The paint job is awesome. And that's also another thing which I wanted to say. I actually wanted to show you, but I packed away the paints. The acrylic paint, which was used for the black and the blue and the shoes, is a different one from the white. But it is a quality one. The problem is they didn't have the white in the same brand. But it's amazing. I mean, the quality paint, you just need to put a single coat and it totally covers the print color on the underside. But the white, you probably have to go over 3 times. It just shows you, nee, goedkoop is duurkoop. So yeah, but as I said, unfortunately, they didn't have the white, so I actually had to go over with the white a few times. But the paint job is very good. Yeah, it's baie mooi. There's a mooi manichi. It's mooi. And it's nice, man. It's nice. You having a little icon of the only fighting, surviving vape reviewer in South Africa. Just staying afloat. Kop was net bo die water. So that little thing is actually a bit of history if you come to think about it. This little guy was the first South African little vapor which got 2,000 subscribers, the first one to get 3,000, and then 4,000, and then 5,000, and then 6,000, and we almost at 7,000. So this little oakie is making history. It was only Sir Vape which beat me to 1,000, but then I surpassed him. So that is nice. So, this little oakie represents. I like him. I like him stikkend, man. Stikkend. Daai blou bediening, R300, stem Arianto, vir ons Reineke, jep, ek wou ook daai sê, maar toe moes ek koffie maak. Okay, nee, ek soek een, baie graag, en dan kom daar nog 'n tank ook bonus saam. Ja, nee, the tank is a bonus, absolutely a bonus. Jurgens, lyk my, jy het ook, I'll even throw in a set of white collar coils. There, I'll somewhat throw in one of these sets as well. Just to sweeten the deal, man. Just to sweeten the deal, to make it absolutely worth your while. Ja, nee, want dan is ek kwaai. So ja, 11 minutes left. Jurgens, lyk my, jy het ook 'n foto op WhatsApp gekry. Let's quickly check what's happening over there. Ja, ek het 'n nice setup. Yeah, you might as well just say what setups you are running tonight, though. Damn, maybe I should snipe that RDTA. Yeah, Timothy, I don't know if you're an RDTA fan. How's it? I see now and then I see guys with the hand checks inside the ECSA. That's I know there's a few hardcore RDTAs, but no. But yeah, that's why I say I just enjoy making that juice 65, 35, and it just wicks in everything. Whether I use it, it's the same with this. The same, 35, 65 inside this, and kyk hoe lekker gooi hierdie Nivox feelingkie, né? Hy stamp kanarieboude, sê ek vir jou, kanarieboude. This is good stuff. Ben Vapes, there's Ben Vapes in the house. Evening Vapers of the world, greetings from Germany. Thanks Ben Vapes for joining and representing the international continents. Prawn, hello, Prawn is here. There's South Prawn as well. How's it? I was a little late, but glad I made it. Absolutely. Better late than never. Just not be like the previous one that probably 5 minutes before the time we pitched up. And then it was almost over. Daily Sweetened, how about an MTL tank auction? Which MTL? When did you give up on the dialer self-building? I did myself. It was fun for a couple of months though. No, I enjoyed it, Ben, but it takes a lot of time, and there's nothing more. I tried to do more different builds with the dialers, but I couldn't. It's not practical. People are going to waste too much wire using the dialers to start making more complicated builds. I mean, there are easier ways to make aliens, put it that way. The dialers is great for making Claptons. Let's put it that way. It's great. You can make aliens with it, but yeah, it's very tricky. It's just easy to make Claptons, and I've done what I could do with the dialers. But since I made this channel and I was offered a sponsorship by White Collar Coils, which I really enjoyed before they even contacted me, so I was very glad. So now I don't have to make I've still got a few coils which I actually made myself inside the drawer over here. I think I've still got some strips as well for the rainy day. Yeah, I've still got this stuff. So that's actually cool beans. Ah, my goodness gracious. It takes memories, man. Memories, I tell you. Ja, nee, hier's 'n klomp ballas hier binne. Ja, no, yes, quite a few coils still lying over here, which I made myself. All right, obviously you guys are struggling a bit with the title. There you go. Stealth Out Black Beast. Now let's quickly talk about it a bit, because this is Han Solo, the Arbiter Solo, and this is the geeky legend C3PO. All right, so I'm going to do a review in any case on the Arbiter, but if you enjoy MTL, you can buy the Arbiter. You will not be disappointed with the MTL functionality of this. However, I'm not a fan of the direct lung at all. Not at all. Not even restricted direct lung. You obviously can't get a very loose direct lung on this in any case though, but whether it's restricted or mid direct lung or whatever you want to call it though, I'm not a fan of that at all. For the simple reason is that the airflow from the one side bothers me way too much, and I also tend to find that I don't get that great flavor out of the direct lung. But MTL, great, absolutely great in MTL. And it's a very nice looking setup. This you can't strain it. My wife also had both in her hands, and not without me saying anything. Guess which one she preferred? This one. And you know why? And it's the same reason why I prefer using this above this. Although I really like this mod, but I like this one more. For the simple reason is that it's grippy. Absolutely grippy. If these oaks, instead of having this, what is this? It's almost like a, what sort of hard plastic this? Heaven knows, metal, zinc alloy, whatever. If they just rubberized it like this, it would have been a super mod. But no, yeah. But this thing is much nicer to hold in the hand. I do prefer the Legend, the old Legend, the original, the OG, more than I actually do this little guy. But it is a great mod, for sure. And Dion, my screen is centered. I'm going to show you a photo. Dion says he loves his, but his screen is off center, so he sent me a photo. But I added the photo to the slideshow, so you'll ouens sal dit sien. Yeah, so yeah, that's it, Ben Vapes. Now I'm done with the dialers, absolutely done with it. I sold everything. There was a guy which offered me, I think, 2,000 Rand with all the wire and both dialerless machines and all that special little stuff which I had made. The STL files for those guides along those wire 24 and 26 and 28 gauge guides. So all of them are there. There's 450. We've got 5 minutes, 20 seconds left. Neil Pitts. Hello Neil. Welkom hier so. Die story gaan duur raak. Nee, is die duurie. Wat is 450? 450 is wat jy vir die ding gaan betaal. Is wat jy... So, no. You're still getting a lekker bargain. Lekker bargain. Remember the coils are probably what, 120, 140? I don't know. But yeah, kom ons sit so met die pakkie coils nou daarby. Let's quickly cut this guy open and put the set of... Here, he val als weer mekaar. I've just got too much things going on over here. Okay, bly jy nou net daar so. There you go. There you go. On top of that. And Bob's your uncle. And I hope somebody that wins this has never tried white collar coil, so you can actually give it a go and just experience what I experience out of these tanks. But lekker MTL is arbiter. Another thing which I don't like that much of the arbiter is this little section at the top over there. I don't know if you guys know, but you twist at the top, you twist to switch it from MTL mode to direct lung mode. But every time which you actually turn to pour in juice, you adjust that thing automatically as well, because it is so close to the top cap, which you actually have to unscrew. And another thing is the airflow control ring actually moves fairly easily though, fairly easily. Too easy. I would have enjoyed it a bit tighter though, because sometimes it actually also moves out of place. Without you really realizing it. But yeah, otherwise, very happy with it. Very happy with the arbiter. He's lekker op 5 plekke. He's baie lekker. Baie lekker. Let's quickly see here. Zander Boonzaier, vape jy disposables? No, I don't vape disposables. I'm not a fan of disposables. Simply because I don't think people are going to dispose of them correctly. And it's just going to add to a bit of environmental issues. And yeah, I'm not one of those oaks, but if we can, try and just look after what we have. We don't know how long we're going to have it. 5 bokke, ek dink maar 7 bokke. Hi guys, please like, subscribe, share for this awesome reviewer. Look at that awesome reviewer. Charles, who are you talking about? Whose channel are you watching now? Yeah, great for Claptons. Even fused Claptons got annoying with the bending. I did not even try aliens. No, don't even try aliens. Just stay away from aliens. There isn't the option to join for me. I'm subscribed but want to get a Yoda. Check a Yoda. Where's Calvin with his Yoda? Who else is Yoda's, by the way? I think yeah, Ja, wie moet 'n paar Yodas wees. I know there was 3 people close to one another that actually joined back in the day. They joined, I think Tennis Mulder is one as well. But yeah, Gerard Kelvin, Alandre Delport se Yoda, Tennis Mulder se Yoda. Yeah, those are the 3 Yodas which I see over here. Arianto se Yoda. Yes, Vos Reineke se Yoda. Oh my goodness gracious. Jurgen Strydom. No, my lord, we got a rugby team of Yodas at the moment. So no, but you should be able to, man. There should be a join function in any case to become a member. You should have that option. Even if you watch any of my videos, there should be an option at the bottom over there. But I'm sure you'll figure it out. I mean, if Vos managed to find the membership button, anyone can find that membership button. So yeah, nee wat, not a problem. Yeah, the Z80 on duty, there you go. When did you give it to the K? There you go, that's that. Story gaan duur word, waar is ek, waar is eerlikheid? Spring hierdie ding alweer. I'll buy the Operator Solar. I will have to buy another side-by-side mod. Ja, Mark Richardson, welcome by the way. Pierre Smith en ons is over there. Maar broer, jy het mooi goed. Pierre, jy moet sien wat daar is. Daar's mooi goeders daar. Alles wat daar is beautiful. Dis baie mooi mods. But I told somebody, I told Marcel came to pick up some 12 milligram blimey. He normally buys 100 mils of 12 milligram blimey, which lasts him 3 to 4 weeks, and then I see him again. But, yeah, what did I want to say now about Marcel? Ja, nou kan ek eers onthou nie. Weet jy net, ek wil net stront gepraat het. What the fuck did I want to say about Marcel? What did I see over here? Which I thought about Marcel. But, oh yeah. He really enjoys the Abyss. Now, the Abyss is one of those mods which I can't understand why it gets so much flack. I still like my Abyss, and I'm going to start up my side-by-side mods, especially for next Thursday, because they are great. I mean, they are great. But the point is, already now I've got way too many mods in front of me, yeah, as it is. But I like all of them, and that's the whole problem. It's only the Gruss which I find the draw too loose for me, though. I'm looking for something tighter. So hence, even though I like the mod, good quality build, whatever the case may be, that will be spinned. Just got the Endura Pro. Would you be doing a review on the mod in the near future? If they send it to me, but Yannick, I'm not a fan. I will not buy it, though. I'm not a fan of the look of the Endura. Are you talking about the one with the big screen, almost like the Aegis X, with a large display? Hey, almal nou net thuis, hoop dit gaan goed met almal. Ja, Dion is slim. Dion is just betyds. I see, here, hier is sy Yoda. So the next step is the Blue KZOR, né? You guys have only got 2 levels to go. Blue KZOR, 6 months from now, or 5 months for some of you, and then the Gold KZOR. Oh my word. I think when we get the Gold KZOR, we must have a braai, a lekker braai, a nice get-together. We pick some place in the middle, and then everyone just gets together over there. As maar daar by Koelsberg. Dis in die middel van die Kaap en Transvaal, en is lekker naby Charlotte. Klik die like button, jy moet die S-screen probeer. What is a S? I've heard that name. I heard that name somewhere. I'm watching. Okay, there the thing is closed. So let's just quickly lock this bloody thing and do the slideshow quickly. I've got no idea who won that. You guys can let me know, or I'll watch afterwards. I've got no idea. But congratulations on whoever won it. This, as I said, is a beautiful little guy. It's not hard to print this out. It probably takes about 8 hours to print it out. But the mission is to paint this guy. I mean, even if I enjoy painting. I enjoy it. Something which I also dabbled with in the past. I must actually take a photo. I will do that though. If I go to class tomorrow, I'll take a photo of 2 things which I burnt on leather. I bought myself a Weller hobby kit for burning. It almost looks like a soldering iron. And then you have to get the right type of leather. And then you burn pictures on the leather. They call it, I think, pyrography. Something like that. Pyrography. But I'll show you that. So I'm actually an arty-farty. Bietjie mof in my work. But I enjoy painting this little guy. That oak is specific. That oak's got a bit of shading on it as well. But this is beautiful. Hy's baie mooi. Any case, 550 AKS is over there as KZOR en vrou kon kry. kan even Yuri Els, maar Yuri Els het 'n vrou mos gekry. Het Yuri Els nie vir Hestrie Kloete gekry nie? Yeah, no, I think so, yeah. No, the foot is Arianto. Okay, let's just quickly switch over there to the slideshow. Check out that. Look at that. That is my daughter, ne? Okay, guys, that's it. That's if you eat Weet-Bix in the morning and you drink brandy and you like to braai, then you make kids like that. Mooi kan daai. But that is at Matroosberg. For the people who's not in the Western Cape, who's not familiar of a town called Ceres, it is a nature reserve close to Ceres, and every year there is snow. And the people flock to go and watch the snow. You will not understand when I say flock. The people, they had to leave. They had to wake up at 4 o'clock and leave no later than 6 o'clock. And when they did that, they were the third vehicle which got in. And when they came out, there were rows and rows for kilometers of cars which wanted to come in. And the problem is they only let in a certain amount of people. So you have to wait each time a car comes out before you actually enter. So there's a lot of those people who would not have even the opportunity for that day to go and watch the snow. Maar die snow is beautiful. But there's a weekend. That obviously is a boyfriend, which is going to go and study engineering, which I'm very happy about. Because if there's any fathers out there inside the chat, which I know there is, one of the concerns which you have as a parent is who your kids are going to hook up with. So thank goodness I was lucky enough that my son got a beautiful girl with fantastic manners, and then this guy also came along. And the interesting part is it shows you how the wheel turns, or how small the world actually is. When she was in grade 2, they had a concert at their school, which me and my wife still attended though, because that school makes a huge thing of the concerts. All the kids participate, even if they're stones or trees or flowers or whatever, or play that triangle little thing, ching, 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 whatever. And then she was one of the dancers in the play, and that guy was the leading role, but they never knew one another at that stage. And then only afterwards, then they met. She watched some of the old videos with him, and then he said, but that's me over there. And that's just klein wêreld, man, klein wêreld. Anywho, those are 4 juices that were sent to me by Retro Vapes for testing over there, and I'm busy testing them. There's a little bottles over there. There's 2 of the bottles which you've got over there. And I can already tell you, Oaks, if you want to try something, that Pan Man, which you see at the right bottom over there, which is probably supposed to be a maple syrup and pancake, but all I get is very nice maple, very sweet. But if you're into desserts, you're going to like this. You're going to like this a lot. I actually managed to vape out a whole tank of this out of the Tauren Beast. Now remember, if the juice goes into the Tauren Beast, then it's juice which I think would have a lot of potential. So yeah, I finished a whole tank of that. But yeah, it's sweet, but it's a lovely dessert. The peppermint, lemon peppermint, is something which you need to get accustomed to, but the more you vape it, I think it's a better MTL vape than it is a direct lung vape. And there's not a lot of people that like peppermint, put it that way. But the more I vaped it, the nicer it actually became. What I can say about the Wix bubblegum, which is obviously the one which you ever see, the bubble bomb over there, I think they're going to struggle to sell this one, although it's not bad, but I would put it at about 5.5 out of 10. But there's just too many milkshakes, blue milkshakes out there, which is better than this one. Definitely better than this one. And then the grape's actually nice. The grape reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember the Bubaloos which you got. Those little square, rectangular type little blocks of grape bubblegums. So if you take that and you take Fanta grape, that basically is in between. It's in between those two. If you catch my drift. Check hy man, Steve Z. Check hom uit. Check hoe lyk hy. Hy lyk 'n kwyn, hè. You can't say, he also looks a bit flabbergasted, a bit angry at somebody. You can't tell me, ek verbeel myself, Steve Z, hy lyk 'n bietjie boos daarso. But wait till you check out AKS, papa. Check hy kwaad, man. Check hy man lyk boos. Yeah, hy lyk baie kwaad. But yeah, I totally appreciate you guys sending the photos. I really like it. It's AK Shabort, and that's where the AK is. Normally when I see the names on ECS, I always wonder where these abbreviations come from. Mine is very simple. I was an online gamer with the name KZOR, which was basically a derivative of KZOR, which was played by, what was this guy that's got the sex scandal? Heerlijkheid, man. Kevin Spacey. So yeah, he played this character in The Usual Suspects, and I enjoyed the character so much, I just adapted his name a bit though, and then the name was too long. The people started calling me KZOR, so later it became KZOR, so that's where my name came from. But yeah, now I know AKS is initials and surname. Dis soos lekker. Morne geluk AKS omgevat. Okay, let's check. Ek sal 'n bietjie later kyk. Dink so, lekker man, lekker. Ek was die 4de in die queue wat die honors members gejoin het. There you go, fourth. Dis hoekom jy 'n jourytjie het. Daai jourytjie lyk baie kwaai. What I should actually do, what I wanted to do, put it that way, but I didn't know whether YouTube was going to like it though, is I wanted to take a picture of a very sexy little girl, and then if you become a member, for immediately you get this little girl with everything on it, but she's sexy. It's almost like Tina Tailpipe back in the magazine days when Biker SA magazines had this Tina Tailpipe, a little cartoons area, and then after a month then she loses her sweater, and then you get her after 3 months, then she maybe just loses the shoes or whatever. So slowly but surely she becomes more naked. But I was thinking about actually doing that, but then I didn't know how YouTube would actually react, so I actually left that. But yeah, just got my first Abyss today. Solid mod for the price. I totally agree with you. I've got no problem with that mod, but I'm not running it with their setup. I'm running it with my own Dwarf MTL, and therefore I'm enjoying it. I'm running my own atomizers with it. I'm not using their what's that thing? And by the way, you guys who are all Blotto fans, Ether fans, Bogan fans, you probably know about the single coil Blotto RTA, which is going to be released sometime. The photos are still hush-hush, but if you go to ESEC SA forums, you'll actually see somebody posted a photo of the Blotto with a deck. But yeah, there's not a lot of pictures out there at the moment though, but I know Arihantos are probably extremely excited. That's why the guy didn't win the bid. He's saving up everything to buy a stash of probably 10 single coil Blottos. But I mean, it looks nice. There's nothing wrong with the deck of the Blotto. The only thing that bothered me about the Blotto is that that cap look at the top over there, which looks like a bottle cap. I'm not a fan of that. But the fact that it produces, you can't deny that. Definitely not. So it's all an aesthetics thing. I can do an under-the-table deal for a gold KZOR. Yeah. No, you can, Jurgens. You can. We can talk about it. I mean, I'm a wheeler dealer of nature. I like going to markets and stuff like that, though. And that's the other thing which I thought about. This Sunday, I'm actually going to the Milnerton market, the flea market, and I'm going to look for stuff which I can convert. Now, I don't know if I showed you guys the 510 plates which I purchased. Those good quality plates. So I've got 4 of them. So I'm just looking for a nice ornament which I can convert into an Atty stand. And then I can include that in a free spin as well. So yeah, from me to you. And then you've got a nice original Fat Daddy, which you can put your atomizer on when you build. It's genuine Fat Daddies from the UK. Just got the Nico MTL. Have you tried it, KZOR? It's a bit fiddly, but very lekker once you dialed it in. Southpaw, no, I haven't though. I almost had a look at the Nico, the Spire Nico, and I thought it would have potential though. I didn't have a problem with that. You are farty all right. Not sure about Artie. Artie 40. Ja, maar dis 'n fake troue om kinderstories te stop. Yuri het me, yeah, but yeah, if you guys know the story about Yuri and Hestry, that Hestry's family is a weird lot. I think they come from Goodwood, Groot. But they were so angry when this Hestry made it big. For you guys who don't know who Hestry Klute is, she was one of South Africa's athletic stars back in the day, and she was a high jumper. And she did extremely well. She got international exposure, etc. And she and Yuri Els, which was such a weird combination to get together, they had a thing. Whether they were married, I've got no idea. All I know, there was an article somewhere where her parents got extremely angry. But yeah, that's AKS's first loot picture which I saw. And I was very excited because he mentioned a shop, a vape shop in South Africa, which actually still has stainless steel Torrent beasts. And I'll tell you the name of the vape shop. It is Shipwreck Vapes. So he got his Maviton cotton and his Torrent beast, and they only have stainless steel still in stock. They had a few other colors as well. Black, I know, blue they had, and I think rainbow or something like that. But they still got a stainless steel in stock. Might have two. But yeah, thank you very much, AKS, for sending that. That is something exciting. Exciting, definitely. And then he also sent a second picture of some vape mail which he got loot. No, that wasn't. Where's the second picture? Okay, the second picture is obviously Die Mekaar. He'll probably come after this. This is Dion's deal of the week. He got this brand spanking new from Sato Vape. If you don't know where Sato Vape is, they're situated in the Millerton rugby area. There we almost where Kelvin operates, around that section. And yeah, 820, brand new. So it's not bad. And that's what the setup looks like, with his Zeus on top of it, or Zeus, whatever you want to call it. And there's his screen, which is a bit wobbly. It's not that bad. I mean, I had to heavily look at that just to see if if it's not the shadows, which is an eye trickery or something like that. But it does slant a bit from top right to bottom left. There is a bit of a slant, yeah. But it's definitely not bad. It's not something which would have bothered me, though. I actually once had a DNA mod with a crooked screen. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It happens, man. There's AKS's his second batch. And I'm glad to see he's actually got a V4 expromiser in there. There you go. Laat hy val waar hy wil, né? Laat hy val waar hy wil. Hier is nou die Aries, maar ek het nou nie 'n V4 hier so opgestaat nie. No V4, but that is a very nice option for sure. And those things he purchased from what is called Viking Vapes, I think. Viking Vape, something like that. So yeah, those are two vape shops which I didn't even know existed in South Africa. I think they're probably in the East London PE area, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a little monkey nut which I came across, which is called from the company 5A Vape. Don't confuse it with 3A Vape, please. The company is 5A Vape, and it's called the Penon, Penon V2 mod, which is a 60-watt mod. Nowhere do they state that it's got a DNA chip inside of it, but the screen looks definitely like a DNA screen. So whether it's the same screens which Aspire uses in that box. Did you guys, by the way, watch Jay Hayes' review on that thing? The oak went off on Aspire and Sunbox in his review on that thing. But in any case, yeah, this is a interesting thing. Only problem which I opt is, well, I've got a few problems with it. Number one, it's only a 60-watt mod. Number two, it only takes 22 millimeters, because you can see at the top over there, they've got a sunken area for atomizers. Only 22 millimeters will fit in there, and that battery door obviously looks a bit finicky. It's fine with the Hyperion, because this actually has got a lever which actually comes out. A lever which you can grab onto to actually twist it out. But that thing is one of those things where you actually have to put a coin in it to actually get it loose. But that's the Penon. Nogal a weird name. And there's a new atomizer from a company called Blitz, and it's the CIO on it, RDA, which you have, and it doesn't look too bad. The deck, look at that bottom airflow, yo. And this is one of those RDAs which has specifically been designed so that you can drip from the top. Check them apples. So Papa, your coils are along the sides. You've got those little pillars there protecting your airflow holes from juice that might go that way. So you can hoy juice down the middle. And you've got different airflow inserts which you can actually put in as well, depending on what you like. Bit more restricted, bit more loose. But this is something which I would not mind trying. Definitely not. Ek sal hom 'n go gee. And it's not expensive. Definitely not expensive. It's fairly cheap though. But at least it's got bottom airflow. I'm a fan of bottom airflow. That I like. Or anything that comes from the underside, even if it's directly underneath or even the side. I'll give it a bang. And then we've got this little monkey nut. This is for the rich blokes out there. And this is the new, what's it, the Haku. Is it the Haku? Yeah, the Haku Duet bottom feeding. It probably released about two months ago. But it's the first time which I actually see it though. It is a 22mm RDA. You're probably going to pay about $160, I assume, for this little guy. Which is a lot of money. Which is a masse klomp geld. But yeah. And the two reviews which I watched on it, who was it? I think Todd also reviewed it. Todd's reviews. But he didn't mention the problem which the other guy mentioned. And you can see it at the bottom picture. Just look at that small spaced area where the top cap fits onto, well, the top half fits onto the bottom half. You're talking about there where the O-ring situated. You're talking about probably a 2mm sink in, which the top area is going to have. So this guy said whenever he, unfortunately, just accidentally bumped against the thing, or he put it in his pocket and it moved about, that cap keeps on twisting off because of that small spacing area which actually slides in as well. But they both say that it's got very nice flavor, but there's no way which I'm going to spend this on this guy. And what's also interesting about it is you'll see at the top picture, top left, there's two holes, a larger one and a smaller one. And that's on both sides. So dual airflow, fantastic. And each one of them, if you look carefully, you'll see there's a screw above each one of them. So you can individually dial in each one of those little holes to your liking, whatever. So yeah, and those screws can also, they're basically pins which you can push out from the top if you want to do a thorough clean on it as well. So yeah, interesting. If you've got money, you can play around with that, no problem. And then, according to me, this is probably one of the most ugliest things which I've ever seen. Now, it's because there was a lighter, a fuel lighter, which was a very cheap lighter, which looked exactly the same as that thing, where you actually, it just had cotton inside and you dumped a lot of crap juice in there, of fire lighter liquid in there, and you put the top on again, and then you use the thing. It looks exactly like that. But yeah, that thing which you see over there is from Vandy Vape. It's called the Nox 60 watt, variable wattage, internal 100 milliamp per hour battery pot kit. But unfortunately, proprietary. Again, you cannot use your own RTAs, and that is a big no-no for me. I think I'm done with those kind of setups though. Except if somebody sends one to me to test, but I'll never buy those type of setups again. I need something on which I can put my own atomizers. Kom ons kyk gou wat gaan nie aan. Here, ek skep alweer vir julle af. Jo. Smaak my Arianto het gewen. Well done, Arianto. Here, Arianto, you got enough stuff, man. You got enough stuff. But at least now there's a Yoda which has got this little oukie. Represents. It's only you and Chantel that's got the little Yoda. Ach, the little Gus. Yoda, hoor nou hierso. I'll burn the house down. Ben Babe said, okay, we've got that portion over there. Shoo! Here is Joshua Callis. See, I told you, Joshua, you're going to manage it. You're going to manage. Welcome, Joshua. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Here is Martinez. Martinez is ook iewers. Ek sien hy naam iewers. Daar is hy. Hey, KZOR, do you sell vape juice? You have to apply for a job first. Do you sell vape juice? Nathan. Hey, KZOR, do you sell vape juice? Nathan, where are you from? Stephen Cope, there you go. Did you get my email? Stephen, I spoke about you earlier though. I said I read them the email which you gave me, but I don't get the video about the setup which you made yourself for the thing. So I've got no idea where the video is. I even watched my junk mail Ek kry hom nie daar nie. Do you, now I'm scared. Yes, please. That grape move sounds awesome. Pierre Smith, if you're in Cape Town, you're welcome to come and try it. I mean, there's more than 3/4 left of these bottles. As I said, I'm just testing them. So there's always leftovers. So if you're in the Cape Town area, you're welcome to come by and come pick it up and test it and also give you opinion about it. Nant Martinez, lekker to have you inside the house. Jurgen says, a strip show icon. So it's better with the Star Wars guys then. Better with the Star Wars guys. Jammer ek het laat. Wat het ek gemis? Nee wat, jy het net die veiling gemis. Jurgens, kon jy bestelling plaas? Tennis Mulder, praat jy van die era Pro Tank? Yes. Ben Vibe said, got to go, was short but fun as always. Thanks for the show. Stay safe all. No problem. There's Joshua Keller becoming a member. Fantastic. Paul Martinez's mod is busy packing up. But remember that blue mod which I gave up for spinning and then somebody won it and said I can donate it again? And then I donated it to somebody, I told somebody on the forums which was in trouble that they can come and get it, or he can come and get it. The oak just never pitched up and asked me if I can't deliver it at his house. And then I found out that he's already been given gear. And when I asked him about it, he never got back to me again. Never heard of him. So that I gave to Martinez because his mod was not lekker. So he's hopefully sorted out. Now, of course, we knew they were going to bring out this some other time. They're going to bring out the Serpent RDA. Not something which I would want. Definitely not. Simply because it's got side airflow. So yeah, but some of you oaks might be fans of the side airflow. So there is a Serpent RDA. There's a few reviews out on it. So you can go and check that out. But it is fairly new as well. And then we've got this. Oh my word. I was so excited when I saw this. Because I knew, even if I wait for this thing for 3 months to get to me, it's still going to be quicker than waiting for Nico Libbe because he is so busy. And the other oak which phoned me from Gauteng, the oak bully that was so excited that made normal pipes, he wanted to start making e-pipes. I gave that oak ideas and yeah, the oak was so excited, disappeared. Month and a half, never heard of him again, gone. So any case, so my saga for getting an e-pipe still continues, and I thought this is going to be the answer. Until I spent some time watching or reading through the information regarding this. 900 milliamp internal battery, not too much of an issue, but unfortunately, that tank is proprietary. Why do you think, what's it, Camry, I think it's Camry that brought out this thing, Camry GT e-pipe kit, the GT e-pipe kit. Nou vragtig waar gemaak het, proprietary tank, and what's even worse, you have to use specific you have to use specific coils for that. And I think they include 1.5 ohm coil. But that sucks. So in any case, so yeah, we still continue. Heaven knows why they just couldn't put a 510 adapter on there so that you can put your own tank on, but never. So yeah, that's a bummer. Pity. And then we've got this Pioneer for You little monkey nut, which has also been released. A lekker dual battery, 200 watt monster, the IPV V200. And it's also got the panels, those which you see blue over there. I think it's only been released in blue and black. It's all I could find. But basically it's got the shape of the G-Class at the top. You can almost see that there. It's almost got that type of look. But what's lekker about this is both those panels on the sides you pull out, and that's where you're going to insert your batteries. So yeah, it's not a bad looking device. Definitely not. It's much better looking than this fugly, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, not my cup of tea. So in any case, that is that regarding the slideshow which I wanted to show you. So let's go through chat and see. Maybe there is something interesting over there that you're not talking nonsense again. Vikings Vape is in Bloemfontein. Mooi shawl. Alright, Vikings Vape's in Bloemfontein. Thank you very much for that. AKS also says there. Thanks, brother. Welcome, Joshua. That pen on looks nice. I showed it to Rob Fisher. When I saw it, I sent him the pic. And he's very excited. But to get it over here, to find a company which actually sells it that does not use snail mail is impossible. I couldn't find one for him though, because I knew when I saw that device, it's typically going to be for Rob Fisher, that he loves this low wattage device. He uses probably vapes at around 20 to 25 watts around there. So this thing's perfect for him. Single 18650, and it's white, stainless steel and Delrin. Okay, which is not bad, which is going to last you a very long time. So unfortunately, that's one of those things. Joshua's a RTD2. Joshua, yeah, you're going to be an RTD2 for quite a few weeks though. I think after a month you get something else. Then you get a Stormtrooper, and then you become a Darth Vader, and then you become a Yoda. CIO Arianto, I'll definitely try that CO. I'll definitely try it. For sure. Here, mense, hoekom vibe ek nou nie? Ek hierdie monster gaan so bietjie tackle. Anthony Bay says bottom airflow rules. Bottom airflow does. There's no two tits about it. There's no even argument to actually. I wouldn't even take part in the debate about it, because it's a given. Bottom airflow is just, in general, on average, has got a better chance of producing a more satisfactory vapor than a side airflow. I'm full on that. And I would say exactly the same for coils versus mesh. I'll even go to that point as well. And I know there are probably mesh fans out there. But yeah, no, I just couldn't get used to any mesh tanks. Just couldn't. And yeah, and I tried some of the popular ones, but nooit. Otherwise, but regarding gear, haven't heard from anybody else. No companies have contacted me though. I think it's too cold. The emails don't reach me. They're just not interested. But I see most of the Americans are starting to receive overseas stuff again though. So now they're probably just missing me though. They don't need me anymore. But so hopefully Steamcrave comes through with what they promised. And yeah, that's that. Health Cabin, who said they're going to send me the Z80 and the Arbiter Solo quite a few weeks back. Never heard from them again. That's why I decided to buy my own Arbiter Solo. Graham says the CIO actually looks like there has been some thought that go into it. Bottom airflow with the deep juice well. Yeah, as I said, most people have got a problem with, especially if you've got airflow from the bottom, if you drip from the top. Because I mean, I'm not one of those people who take out off the top cap and then individually juice up my cotton legs and stuff like that. I'm a dumper. I like to gooi the stuff in from the top. And then if you've got bottom airflow, often you can actually get juice in there. Not that you can't suck it out though, but it's just that, you know, that warm vape juice which you get into your mouth. It's not the most comfortable. So I think this is actually going to be nice. There was an atomizer. You guys might remember the name, which I always wanted to try, but I never could get my hands on one of them. And what they had in the center was almost a screw with a flat, almost like a mushroom type of cap, which means that when you throw juice in there, the juice runs directly onto your coils, because your coils are spaced basically directly on the sides of this thing. So you don't have juice actually going down in the middle. It actually runs directly onto your coils. I think it was a gold color, if I'm not mistaken. Something gold, yeah. Take care, and I must restart looking for the CO. I don't know when the CO is going to be released. Araman's a Zippo. But yeah, that thing was ugly. I remember those cheap cigarette lighters. Yeah, they were almost like this. It wasn't tin. I'm sure it wasn't tin. Was it maybe aluminium? Ja, miskien is dit blik geweest. Maybe it was tin. But it was this crappy lighters. That's who I wanted, Gussie. Now you got a Gussie. There you got a Gussie. That was me too. The blue mod giveaway guy. Hy wyp lekker oom. Hoe kan met oom se Blimey? Hey, Blimey is doeksag. Blimey loops is a jet. Maar ek moet nou eers hierdie ding leeg wyp. Get rid of this peanut butter jam monster before I can put some nice Blimey in here again. Pick up Jurgens for donating. What did Jurgens donate? Jurgens, what did you donate? Did you donate your blue mod? Is it you that donated the blue mod, Jurgens? That limitless, what was the thing? Limitless something? So yeah, so Ariante moet dan vir, ag nie Ariante nie, Martinus moet vir jou dankie sê daarvoor. Maar ja, he's enjoying it. He's having fun with that thing. He says it's still working now. The other mod which he scored from me, I still got it. I don't know if you guys can remember the DuffPo V. Now I've still got a DuffPo V, believe it or not. What I love about the DuffPo V, except that it's a voltage mod, which I really like in any case, like this oak, I dig it. But it's also got an on-off switch, and obviously dual 18650, but I really like that mod. But I must say Martinez used he used it. So that mod took a lot of beating, so I actually got a lot of respect for that. Yes, like it, spring hierdie bloody chat nou alweer. I saw Mike Vapes he did a review on the Fat Rabbit, yeah. But I'll rather watch reviews on the thing if somebody starts stocking the Fat Rabbit in South. But I think the Fat Rabbit's going to probably have a lot the same type of vape than I think the Fatality. It reminds me of the Fatality. Is it the Fatality? The Fatality, but yeah. But it looks like a atomizer which I've got. Looks like the deck which I've got already on one of mine. Surprised you didn't talk about the Fat Rabbit. No, Joshua, I mentioned the Fat Rabbit on another show. So the Fat Rabbit doesn't deserve any more airtime from my side. I'm just tired of that rabbits. I'm hardvol for the rabbits. They just call it something else. To start with a squirrel range or something like that. Or wombats or whatever. But yeah, just leave the rabbits. There's too many rabbits. Okay, I hope it's still kicking, Shaw. Luckily I have a mod that can accommodate the 30mm. Yeah, that's another weird thing about this Hyperion. I mean, I actually measured it. Somebody asked me what mod, what diameter atomizer can you put on top of the Hyperion. You can put a 32mm on this guy. 32mm. But that's strange, because why would you put a 32mm on this? Why? Because your battery is not going to last a long time. If you want to put dual coils, you want to vapor at 80 watts, 90 watts, you're gonna use a dual 21700, dual 18650. What I'm using this for is absolutely perfect. Or if you're a 40-50 watt vapor, then this is going to be super for you though. So yeah, I don't think it was a bit of an overkill having this huge area at the top. But then again, I always say if you want a Ferrari, it's not to drive 250 or 280 or 300 kilometers per hour on the road. It's just for that one time where you're on the Karoo road and there's 3 rows of lorries in front of you and you've only got a limited gap to pass, and then you've got that Ferrari where that extra power is then going to be to your advantage. So yeah, it's rather good to have it and not use it than to need it and not have it. Ne? You must know that kind of saying. So yeah, almost all my mods can accommodate the 40mm. Yeah, Joshua, what the hell? You must send me photos so I can show the guys your stash. Because what other mods do you have besides this beast and the Hammer of God, which can house 40mm? Yeah, the Fatality and the Aromomizer, yeah. No, I enjoy. I've still got my Aromomizers. Hy's lekker. Geez, like, kom ons kyk hier so. Whoa, there, still skip again. Ooh, there's so many here. Yeah, now you oaks all of a sudden want to talk tonight, ne? Now you've got a lot to say in the chat, because you know it's past 9 already. And you dig for field, you already had your courses. So yeah, you don't want to go and sleep. Why don't all tank atties come with acrylic tanks as an option? I break glass and don't understand why they stick with glass. Your opinion, KZOR? I prefer glass, to be quite honest. What I find is acrylic starts cracking when you... I mean, I've had 2 acrylic tanks which started cracking when I've used my, especially citrus vapes inside of them, acidic vapes. Then they crack. And I also, weirdly enough, prefer the flavor. I don't know if you guys agree with me. If you enjoy, let's say Coca-Cola. Nothing good about Coca-Cola except the taste, ne? Coca-Cola is bad for you. But I prefer the taste of Coca-Cola out of a bottle than I do out of a can. And I do taste a difference. It's the same when I smoked back in the day. I always purchased Camel Filter soft pack, never a box, because the flavor of the cigarette differed inside that packaging. And that's how I experienced certain juices to actually be better inside a glass tank than an acrylic tank. So whether it's my verbeelding, my management, imagination, I've got no idea. But I prefer glass above it. But I must say, I have never lost a glass tank by knocking it over and breaking or stuff like that though. Once somebody asked me to build something from them, and they brought a tank which they haven't cleaned out in a long time, and the glass actually got stuck. And when I removed it, I had to tug on it, and then unfortunately it went skew and actually broke. But never one of mine. But I must say, I clean my stuff. Ek hou mooi skoon. Fat Rabbit is amper soos, geez, like it was nou, dan spring jy by. It's a QP violator. Yeah, that's what you're probably thinking of. QP violator. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. It's the violator. You're right. You're 100% right, Mornay. 100%. That bottom, that airflow, that looks like it. Pink prawn plastic sucks. I hear the Fatality M25 has better flavor and better airflow than the Fat Rabbit. South prawn, I think they don't use acrylics. At least it doesn't break. South prawn, like Elandre Delport said, for stains as well as the amount of testing that has to go into possible tank cracking juices and heat testing. So there's a few people that actually prefer glass. Plastic perishes and is porous. Probably the big advantage of plastics is the fact that you can color it. So yeah, like this tank. Like this tank, which you can get a darkened one. Normally, if you want a darkened glass, you actually have to put a stain on it. Or the thin film, but it perishes. It comes off and then it starts looking ugly. But yeah, that's where acrylic probably has a boost to it, one advantage. Plastic, okay, Coke and beer in a bottle for sure. There you go. The Blotto does come with an Ultim bubble tank though. Beer as well. Drafts are better than a can. There you go. So it does. So yeah, your packaging does have an influence on the flavor. What sizes arbiter owner just fits, etc. Some juices will eat the plastics. You're absolutely right. Graham, definitely. Any case, guys, we are past almost 10 past 9 already. I want to thank you very much for joining. Arihanto, you have got my details. I have got your details. You're still Orchid Brits. I think it's a Manzum Toti, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember correctly. I'm not even sure. I know I posted something to a Manzum Toti 2 or 3 times. It could be Anton Visser as well. But I know I've still got your details in any case there. So yeah, thank you very much for the people that actually joined as members tonight. It's lekker. It's nice to be so social. You can see how the Oaks chat inside, even though we're only 15 watching, that's 15 that's 15 Oaks. They're communicating with one another, so it feels like a massive crowd. So now it feels like to be on Loftus back in the day when rugby was still rugby, ne? But now yeah, it's just one of those things. So yeah, thank you very much guys for actually joining. I will see what setups I can arrange for next Thursday and make it nice and interesting. I will do a review on the Arbiter Solo this weekend. But as I'm telling you guys straight away, I'm not going to fancy the direct lung functionality of the Arbiter Solo, but I'm totally in favor of it being purchased as an MTL. It's very nice as an MTL. Very, very nice. This will be one of those setups which will stay that setup. Absolutely. And yeah, Timothy, if you hear anything about, if Timothy is still in chat over there, Timothy Victor, if you hear anything about the Brew, Daniel, and ICU, if his situation improves, please let us know, so I can put it in the community tab. But yeah, all the best to all the rest of you guys. Have a fun weekend and stay safe. Stay safe. Stay warm there. Stay warm. Cheers, Oaks.